How you going? It's been a bit. um, Things have gotten worse. I'm now halfway through all treatment. I've had 4 lots of radiation, 4 lots of chemo, 18 lots of radiation. I'm losing a bit of weight. I've lost hair through here on my beard, which is the reason why I've shaved it. So now I've got to look like this. Losing weight. Mind you, I put weight on after the diagnosis, due to knowing that, after speaking to all the specialists, they said, you'll lose weight, all the rest of it. So over the Christmas, New Year's period, I kind of put on about 10 kilo. So I'm losing all that again, which is good for me, but apparently it's bad for the treatment. Spoke to the oncologist on Tuesday. I've got apparently a massive, like the whole back of my throat is one massive ulcer. It'll be like that for the next few weeks. Hopefully it'll subside. He said I should have had that. I should be experiencing this probably 2 weeks, in 2 weeks' time, around the week 6 mark. So to have it now, it's come on early. I've pretty much resorted to just eating liquids. I'm finding it really, really hard to swallow food. It hurts to talk. It's hard to talk. It gets very draining. I want that many different types of drugs. It's a bit crazy. All the steroids, I'm now on liquid endone. Targin, which is like endone but slow release. There's soluble Panadols because I can't swallow them. All sorts of things just to try and relieve some of this pain that's in the back of my throat. Still trying to get uni done. End of the weeks. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm sorry. Brain fog's getting pretty bad, especially with all the drugs as well. It's just the chemo and everything else. It's really starting to bat away at me. It's getting quite hard to focus on things. There's not a lot else to say really, I guess. Just that, I know every week's been different. They said pretty much what you experience in the first week is what you experience every week, whether that was just for chemo or if it's chemo and radiation, I don't know. But every week's been different. Weekends are generally pretty hard. Fridays are terrible now, so I don't know. Things are just getting increasingly difficult. That's about it really. There's not a great deal else to say. I can't, I think I've said before, it hurts to swallow food. It's there's this massive ulcer. It's essentially from what the oncologist said on Tuesday. The whole back of my throat is one massive ulcer. So that's not enjoyable. Anyway. Onwards and upwards, I guess. I think the positive is that the treatment's working, so the cancer is getting smaller, so that's a good thing. I'm not looking forward to the fact that I'm probably going to end up in hospital at some point, especially if I can't keep eating. I'm now, as I said, on a liquid diet, so I bought some sustagen today because it's, pretty much all I can have. The nutritionist is organising me some fancy Nestle drink that's supposed to be nutritionally complete, so I'll be having like 8 of those a day as meal, and they are apparently full-on meal replacements. So at least if I can have that, that'll work. Yeah. They have warned me about losing weight. And they said, look, if you lose too much weight, then, they'll have to stick a tube in my guts and I'll have to be fed through a tube, which I've said no to. And I don't want to do that because I think it's gross. Which is weird. I shouldn't have to eat through a tube. But, yeah, if I lose too much weight, apparently that's what has to happen. Hence the reason I might have to end up in hospital. The problem is if I end up in hospital, then they pause the treatment and then, and it just takes longer for this to kind of get completed. So at the moment, today is halfway day. 18 days in, 17 left. So I've hit the halfway mark. Swallowing is ridiculously difficult. Feels like there's something stuck in the back of my throat, like a flap or something. It's really hard to explain. But every time I swallow or take a deep breath, I can feel something there, and I want to swallow it, but it can't. It just sits there. I can't cough it up because then that hurts. And when I do, if I eventually do cough something up, there's always blood and shit that comes up, which is gross, but it's what it is. That's just all part of the tissue that's fallen apart. Yeah. Anyway. So things are, it's getting rough now. I'm just not, I can't focus really well on a lot of things. I'm still trying to do this one last. I managed to get one uni assignment out, which is good. I've still got another one to do. Oh, I've just kicked the dog under the table. Sorry, Isla. I've still got one uni assignment that I need to do, which I've had to get a secondary extension on because I'm really struggling with it. But the convener's been an absolute blessing. He's been so helpful, which is really good. So big shout out to him. Thanks for support, Sean. Much appreciated. But I don't know, just trying to get through all this shit. It is really hard. Really struggling with energy. I don't have any. It's becoming increasingly difficult to get motivated to do things. I do a lot of research on shit that I don't need to research, as in, because I can't sleep, I wake up in the middle of the night and I just get on my phone and just do whatever. Although the last 2 nights I've actually had a half decent night's sleep, and I think that might be because of the endone. I've been taking, they gave me endone tablets, and they were knocking me for 6. They were just, Sharina said I look like a zombie. I just had nothing, just no energy, just completely vague. But with the liquid endone, I can reduce the strength of it, which I have. So apparently 5 ml of liquid endone is equivalent to 1 tablet. So I've been halving the dose and having 2.5 ml, as what the oncologist suggested. Start there and see how I feel. If it helps, great, stick with that. If I need more, I can always have more. He said, keep an eye on how much I have, but I can have it every 3 hours. So I'm just doing that at the moment, just to see how I go. But it fogs the brain, makes things really, really hard to focus and concentrate on things. I just kind of drift in and out. It's crazy. Heaps tired. Heaps tired. I just want to sleep through all of this. I'd like just to go to bed tonight and then wake up, and then it's 3 weeks' time and all this shit's done. Obviously it's not going to happen. So the oncologist did say one thing which kind of was a bit positive, I think, but I'm not hedging my bets on it, that's for sure, which is that now that this has happened with this ulcer, because it's happened early, it should go early. So this should have happened about week 6 and then taken me through to like week 7 and week 8 and through to week 9. It would have started to get better. But apparently because it started now in week 4, hopefully by week 6, maybe even the last week, this shit bit will go and it'll start healing again, even though I'm still having radiation treatment. Said something along the lines of it was 14 to 21 days for cells to regenerate, but then when that starts happening, it happens like every couple of days, new cells just spit out or something along those lines. So whilst I might have a couple of really, really bad weeks ahead now, so this week and next week and probably week 6, whilst they're going to be pretty bad, I think moving forward after that, it'll get better. So whilst this has happened earlier than predicted, it should be over earlier. And I think that's what I'm trying to hold on to. It got pretty bad yesterday where I almost thought, look, I can't do it. I can't. Well, actually, no, it was. I think it might have been last week, actually. Yeah, it was. It was last week or the weekend. And I said to Shireen, I don't know how much more I can take because it's been getting that bad. So, but now I've got pain relief. I think that's, whilst it's kind of making me a bit docile, I think it's kind of numbing those feelings as well, which is good. Yeah. Anyway. I'm leaving it here. I've been on for long enough and I'm going to go sit down because I'm half asleep. Alright, I'll catch you later. Have a good one.